Have you ever felt like your cat is distant, avoiding you, or just not as affectionate as you expected? It might not be random. It might not just be their personality. Your cat could actually feel unsafe around you. And the scary part is, most owners don't even realize they're causing it. Today, we're going to break down the clear signs your cat feels unsafe with you, what they really mean, and how you can fix it before it damages your bond. One of the biggest signs is simple: your cat avoids you. If your cat leaves the room when you enter, sits as far away as possible, or only relaxes when you're not nearby, that's not independence, that's discomfort. Cats may be known for being independent, but when they feel safe, they still choose to be near you. Even sitting quietly in the same room is a sign of trust. Avoidance is your cat's way of saying, "I don't fully feel safe here." Another major sign is flinching. If your cat pulls away when you try to pet them, or seems startled by your hand movements, that's a red flag. A cat that feels safe expects gentle touch. A cat that feels unsafe prepares for something negative. This can happen from things you might not even think about, like picking them up too often, petting too aggressively, or moving too quickly around them. Over time, these small moments build up, and your cat starts to stay on guard. Hiding is another clear signal. If your cat spends a lot of time under beds, behind furniture, or in tight spaces, they're not just relaxing, they're protecting themselves. Cats hide when they feel vulnerable, and if they tend to hide more when you're around, or come out only when things are quiet, that's a strong sign they don't feel secure. Your cat's body language can also tell you everything. Pay attention to the tail. A relaxed cat has a calm, gently moving tail. But if the tail is low, tucked, flicking quickly, or puffed up, your cat is tense. That tension means they're on edge, possibly ready to defend themselves. The ears are just as important. If your cat's ears turn sideways or flatten backward, that's a defensive reaction. It means they feel threatened, overwhelmed, or uncomfortable. If this happens often when you interact with them, it's not random. It's communication. Your cat is telling you they don't feel safe in that moment. Now let's talk about aggression. If your cat bites you during petting, scratches when you try to pick them up, or lashes out suddenly, it's easy to think they're being mean, but most of the time, it's actually fear. Your cat isn't trying to hurt you, they're trying to protect themselves. When they feel like they have no other option, they use aggression to create distance. Here's one that surprises a lot of people: your cat watching you constantly. If your cat keeps a close eye on you from across the room, tracking your movements, that's not always curiosity. Cats watch what they don't fully trust. They're trying to predict what you'll do next so they can stay safe. Another sign is a lack of vulnerability. When cats feel safe, they let their guard down. They might stretch out, sleep deeply, or even expose their belly. But if your cat always stays alert, never fully relaxes, or avoids lying in vulnerable positions around you, that's a sign they don't feel secure. Trust and vulnerability go hand in hand. Stress behaviors are another important clue. If your cat is over-grooming, licking excessively, acting restless, or even meowing more than usual, something is off. These behaviors often come from anxiety. And if there's no obvious external cause, your interactions could be contributing to that stress. Finally, pay attention to how your cat responds to your presence. A cat that feels safe will show small, positive signs, like slow blinking, staying near you, rubbing against you, or approaching you calmly. If your cat does the opposite, avoids you, stays tense, or leaves, that's meaningful. Cats don't pretend to feel safe. If they don't show comfort, they don't feel it. Now, here's something most people never think about. Your energy matters more than your actions. Cats are extremely sensitive to tone, movement, and emotional energy. If you're loud, unpredictable, or constantly trying to interact when they don't want it, they pick up on that immediately. Even things like frustration, impatience, or forcing attention can make a cat feel uneasy. To your cat, safety isn't just about what you do, it's about how you feel to be around. Another overlooked factor is inconsistency. If one day you're calm and gentle, and the next day you're loud, fast, or rough, your cat doesn't know what to expect. And unpredictability creates stress. Cats trust patterns. They feel safe when they can predict your behavior. Without that consistency, they stay alert instead of relaxed. There's also something called forced affection, and it's one of the fastest ways to make a cat feel unsafe. Picking your cat up when they don't want to be held, holding them too long, or constantly petting them when they're trying to rest. To you, it feels like love. To your cat, it can feel like being trapped. And when a cat feels like they can't escape, they start associating you with stress instead of comfort. Another subtle sign is hesitation. If your cat walks toward you, then suddenly stops, or looks like they want to come closer but change their mind, that hesitation is doubt. Part of them wants connection, but another part isn't sure if it's safe. And that internal conflict is a strong indicator that trust isn't fully there yet. So how do you actually fix this? First, let your cat come to you. Stop forcing interactions and give them control. This alone can start rebuilding trust. Second, move slower and stay calm. Cats feel safer when your movements are predictable and gentle. Third, respect their boundaries. If your cat walks away, let them. That shows them you're not a threat. Fourth, create positive experiences. Feed them, speak softly, and reward calm interactions so they associate you with safety. Fifth, give them safe spaces. Make sure your cat has places they can retreat to where they won't be disturbed. This helps them feel in control of their environment. And finally, be consistent. Cats trust patterns. The more predictable you are, the more secure they feel. At the end of the day, your cat isn't being difficult. They're communicating. And if you ignore these signs, the distance between you will slowly grow. But if you start paying attention, if you respect their signals, you can completely change your relationship. Because once your cat truly feels safe with you, that's when they follow you around. That's when they sit next to you. That's when they trust you. And that's when the bond becomes something real. Pay attention to your cat today. They might be telling you something you've been missing this whole time.